Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here. Did you see they just announced the Devil May Cry Netflix anime? Holy shit! I've waited since 2018 when the creator announced he got the rights to Devil May Cry. We haven't heard anything since then up until this week when Netflix dropped the teaser trailer. And I believe the Netflix Twitter account tweeted out an image of Ebony and Ivory on fire to suggest the teaser trailer. So those are the two things. So it went from 2018, absolutely no information, and then we got the teaser trailer and the gun Ebony and Ivory picture. So holy shit, I thought it was canceled. But what I want to talk about in this video is I actually think I know what the anime is going to be about. And what I think it's going to be about is, I think it's going to be an adaptation of the first Devil May Cry novel. If you're unaware, they actually have two novels for Devil May Cry. The first one takes place even before Devil May Cry 3. So it's like a prequel to a prequel. But it's actually pretty good. It's a good book if you haven't read it. But I think the anime is going to cover, be an adaptation of that novel. And here's why. First things first, and this might not be hard evidence, but Dante looks very young in the little teaser promotion that we saw. And again, this might just be because it's just the way he's drawn in the anime, but he definitely doesn't look older than he looks in Devil May Cry 4 or 5. And with him being young, again, it could just be the way it's drawn in the anime, but if he's being young, it does allude to it being a prequel to at least 4 or 5 because he looks a lot younger. But again, that's not really hard evidence. But the hard evidence I'm going to get into is, I'll talk about the trailer. So, again, we only got 10 seconds of actual footage, but in that 10 seconds, there's a scene where Dante is weaving, in between, it looks like sword strikes. But if you look at the background, it looks like he's in a warehouse. And that's significant because in the novel, he fights a character called Gleaver in a warehouse with, and Gleaver uses a katana. So that could be the scene of him fighting Gleaver in that warehouse or factory or wherever it was. But the point being is, if you look at the background, it's definitely a human place, a modern human warehouse or room or something like that. So it's not a medieval castle or demonic hellscape. So it definitely looks like Dante's in the real world or the human world in that trailer. Not only that, the promotional image that they did right before they dropped the teaser trailer shows Ebony and Ivory on fire, they're being in a forge. And why that's significant is the first novel actually explains how Dante got Ebony and Ivory. So that could be a nice teaser hint towards oh, this is the story that we're going for. And not only that, if you I'll actually put the freeze frame right here. If you look at this frame from the teaser trailer, you can actually see Dante's holding two guns, but they are not Ebony and Ivory. And one big thing about it is if they were, one of the guns in this picture would be black. And the fact that Dante's just using two kind of normal silver guns kind of alludes to the fact that this is probably a prequel before he got Ebony and Ivory. And because one of the guns should be black, and a part of the story is Dante would go through normal handguns constantly because his demonic strength, he could pull the triggers back so fast that he would constantly break his handguns. So eventually a character makes them Ebony and Ivory, which are these super handguns that can handle Dante's like super strength and the way he like how rough he is with his guns. So that's pretty cool. And the last part I want to mention why I think this is an adaptation of the Devil May Cry first novel is the fact that in Devil May Cry 5 there's a character named Miko, and she's actually the granddaughter of the woman that makes Ebony and Ivory, and she mentions that when she gives the hat, Dr. Faust, to Dante. She says like, "Oh, my grandmother made your handguns." And the fact that they said that in like in the actual games shows that Capcom's aware of the light novel and it's canon. So I think what they are going to do is the Devil May Cry 8-episode Netflix anime is going to be an adaptation of this book right here. I would put money down that is the case. I am that confident in it. But anyway, those are just my theories and speculations. Also, Dante doesn't have his sword in the trailer that we watched. We see him do like a backflip, and his sword is not on his back, and he has his guns. So, and I believe in the light novel, he doesn't he has his sword, but he doesn't take it with him all of the time, like he does later on in the franchise with like the games and or even the other anime. He doesn't always have the sword on him. So again, that's more evidence to saying this is going to be an adaptation of the first light novel. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I love the Devil May Cry franchise. So I'm super excited for this anime. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.